I've been addicted to pornography for a really long time. And to be more exact, for the past 1,700 days, as you've seen in the title. And the major problem was the fact that over time, this crippling addiction made me lose control. And soon enough, it got out of hand. Like porn just slowly started to destroy every single part of me, one by one. My confidence, my mood, and most importantly, my mental health. And I also discovered porn at a really young age, I would say. I was first exposed to porn when I was around 12 to 13 years old. And of course, when I first stumbled across it, I was relatively confused because I was just too young and I didn't really know what it actually was. So for the first year or couple of months after the exposure, I haven't really watched it because I didn't feel the need to. But then the obvious happens, like as I'm aging and my body develops and basically hits puberty, it starts to become a little bit of a problem for me. I really start to lose control because of the fact that I was really anxious, introverted, and just purely unattractive. There was no way for me I could ever get that intimacy I craved for such a long time. The only way I can receive intimacy with women is through watching porn. And additionally, at that time, I've also been liking a girl for the past 2 to 3 years, and I never spoke a word to her. And to basically make myself feel better and escape the negative emotions I was feeling because I could not get a girl I loved, I always went back to watching porn and FAP alongside it. And the unfortunate thing is that back then, I wasn't aware of the bad consequences that porn can have on me and how negatively it will affect me in the future as a whole. So fast forward to the 8th grade, and that's when my addiction is at its highest. I can sadly recall how many times I was doing it, and the simple fact that my life was centered around watching porn. I was basically doing it 2 to 3 times a day. Like after doing it, I always had low energy because I was just fucking up my dopamine levels and I was feeling sluggish and like shit the whole time. And talking about my confidence, it simply just was not there, especially with women. Like pornography made me pedestalize women in a way that I was just afraid of them, and there was no way for me to attract a single one. And that's when I started watching it even more and more and more to receive that intimacy that I was never able to get. And I simply wish I knew this thing back then, that I just simply had to face the negative emotion and not try to escape it. Because by simply trying to like avoid emotion, the negative emotion, you will never be able to like overcome it and conquer it. But fortunately enough, I get to the age of 16 to 17 when I finally realized that masturbating nonstop and watching porn is actually bad. And that's when I decided to overcome this addiction, like to end it all. Because it was the main reason why I always was feeling down, depressed, and I was just basically being miserable because of it. And I was basically trying to cold turkey it, which of course ended up unsuccessful because it doesn't really work early on. And I just had to progressively get rid of it. And I can easily recall these moments when like I had this big streak, which was just a few days or 1 to 2 weeks. And when I was relapsing and basically just breaking the streak, I was always just feeling like the worst I had ever felt. Like that post-nut clarity that we all feel after doing it. And I was feeling like this because deep down I knew it was bad. Like I was aware of the bad habit, and that's why I was feeling that way, because I always knew it was bad. But happily enough, after some time passes, I slowly start to get rid of this addiction. Like from doing it once every single day, I started doing it like maybe once every 2 days, then 3 days, then 4, 5, 6, 1 week, and so on. Like I was just decreasing the amount of times I was doing it slowly and over time, not cold turkeying it. And fast forward to now, you might expect that I got rid of this addiction. Well, yeah, I did, but the habit is not gone yet. It's not gone. It still gets me sometimes, even after 5+ years. And I actually started to get a hang of it because I realized that the reason I was doing it, it wasn't necessarily because I was like horny or aroused or anything. I analyzed and I figured out that every time I was doing it, like above 90% of the times, I was fapping and watching porn because I just wanted to escape a certain emotion that I didn't want to feel. Like when I was angry, mad, sad, and so on. Like for me, it was a good way to escape it, but for a short amount of time. Because right after doing it, I always felt worse. And what I'm basically doing now is just trying to control these emotions and face and understand them on a deeper level. And in the end, this porn addiction did not really destroy me as you might have thought. Like in a way, it actually built me. And yeah, I know this might sound shocking to you, but it's true. Like because it destroyed me so much, it eventually made me discover this massive realization that I had, that porn and just masturbating in general is a really bad and disgusting thing to do. And it can easily fuck you up, as it did to me. It wrecked my confidence and my overall mental health. And what I want you to remember is that you are doing good. Like honestly, you are on the right path, because you've proved to me, and most importantly to yourself, that just by clicking on this video, you are actually interested in improving your life and getting rid of this crippling addiction that so many men are not aware of. So I really admire that. I really do. And trust me when I'm saying this, I genuinely think you will overcome this addiction. You will. We will do it. You're not alone. Because we are on the right path. On this path of continuous self-development.